is going to take 2 minutes. All I want to do now is to just have a look at the questions that they've asked for 2018. So 2018, you see, again, question 1, they said calculate the aggregate break-even in units and break-even sales value. Okay? And then if we go down, next thing that they ask in question 2, question 2.1, they say calculate the production quantities required, all right, in order to maximize profits. Okay, we've been doing that. Okay, let's just see. Do we have constraints here? Yes, we have a limiting factor, and that's production capacity. Okay, so obviously using that as our guiding light to say which one gives us the most contribution per production capacity. Then here, prepare a budgeted marginal cost statement in order to establish the total contribution and net profit for the year. Okay, so I know we've done that in one of the questions. It's literally you just getting you obviously would have calculated, here you can see the sales quantities in 2.1. okay, once you have those, then obviously you can then minus your other expenses such as fixed costs and stuff. So here, do they have that? Yeah, here's your fixed costs. Budgeted fixed costs expected to be 250,000. Okay. Then question 3, determine whether the company should make or buy the component. This, I think, is question 5.2. All right. Indicate both the differential cost per unit in total. Show all workings. Okay. Then 3.2, state 5. So this is a theoretical question. State 5, qualitative aspects that the company must evaluate before making a decision. This was where we were talking about in the slides, where we say morale. If we close down a department, how is it going to affect morale? We were speaking about how is it going to affect the quality of our relationships with customers, and also the relationship with the supplier who might supply other goods. So just go over that. And then here they say describe 5 examples of scenarios where relevant costing can be used effectively. So it goes back to what we were discussing earlier, where we would be able to apply relevant costing. So that's your 2018. Then 2017, what are we looking at there? There they say formulate the objective function, all right, for the business based on the information provided. Okay, what information have they provided? They provided you the selling price per unit. They provided the variable cost, so we know we can calculate our contribution margin for the 2 products. Okay, and then once you have the objective, determine the constraints equations, those equations we were looking at just now. Okay, then they go on to say use linear programming, calculate the maximum contribution which can be earned. Okay, which is exactly what we did just now when discussing 2019. Then here, question 2, calculate the aggregate break-even in units and sales. Okay, based on your answer in question 2.1, how many units? Aha, so here can you see, this is what you guys were asking earlier. Now we're splitting to say how many units of B, all right, must Life Spice Ltd sell in order to break even. Okay, so now we want specifically for unit B, how much must we have? So that's where you're going to use the sales mix and say, okay, we know our break even in units, but how many units are only for product B? Okay, and then obviously list the underlying assumptions of cost volume profit analysis. Right, again, just a theory question there. Right, question 3, assuming that there are no limiting factors that restrict the production of the component, determine whether the component should be purchased from the external supplier or manufactured internally. Make a recommendation in this regard and give reason for your answer. Then, okay, we've seen that. And then in deciding between manufacturing the component or purchasing it from the external supplier, list 6 qualitative factors that may have a bearing on the company's decision. Okay, right. So they like that, apparently, that qualitative question. Then here, assuming that additional labor cannot be recruited and any labor realized from the above component will be employed in increasing production of an existing product, bicycle bells, determine whether the component should be purchased from the external supplier or manufactured internally. This is question 5.2, or the last question that we did. So just go and revise that and you'll be able to answer this one. Which one is it? Let me just quickly see if we can identify the question. Might be 5.6. No. It is indeed 5.2. Nope, I am lying through my teeth. This question then should be, where is this question then? I think it might be in Learning Unit 3 maybe. Okay, but we've done this question. Yeah, I think it's Learning Unit 3. Let me just quickly see. No. Okay, I'm failing to find it, but I know we definitely did that question together. So just double check that and then obviously make sure you're comfortable with it. But yeah, guys, those are your test 2s. So let us call it for today. The gentlemen that need to see me. Do you guys have class after this? What class do you guys have?